when I first started this YouTube channel, I was very particular about the fact that everyone online is talking about YouTube and YouTube video marketing, and it bothered me because there's all these different types of videos that people could be creating as well, like brand videos, testimonials, sales videos, or even onboarding videos, fulfillment videos. There's so many different types out there, and yet anytime you search video marketing online, it leads you to YouTube video marketing. Today, I am popping off my perfectionist hat and peeling back the curtain to reveal some behind the scenes of how I am personally thinking about video in today's market and how to approach it. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't really think of myself as a YouTuber. I think of myself as a business owner who uses video to make more sales in a business. And this YouTube channel just happens to be a primary approach to my video marketing strategy, but there are other things happening behind the scenes. So I know many of you are business owners and you have subscribed to this channel because you want to know how to increase the leads coming into your business and sales. So let's talk all about it. So let's kick things off with how I make money, because I want to catch you guys up on that process so that we can talk about how I'm thinking about video and the strategy behind it. And I'm going to be telling you guys about things that I want to be doing or how I'm personally thinking about it versus me having already done it and then turning around and sharing with you. So this is real-time data happening for you guys right now. So how do I make money? Now, this has changed quite a bit over the 3.5 years of me running this YouTube channel. It started with me making 100% of my revenue from trading time for money and actually doing videos for other people. Me shooting and editing videos, having subcontractors underneath me also doing the same thing, and managing that whole business. Well, today it looks entirely different, and there's been a lot of pivots and tweaks along the way of things that I've tested. But the way that I make money today is, number one, I have an online course called Launch with Video that is my signature program. And I did the live launch model last year. And I know you guys have heard me talk about this, so I'm not going to go deep into it. But I did the live launch model last year where I opened up enrollment in a cohort-based approach to this course 3 different times throughout the year. Once I closed down cart, there were no sales between the launches. This year, I have started to make the transition, or now I have made the transition, to where anyone can join the course at any point, and they get access to me as well as others in the Facebook group. And it's what is called the evergreen launch model, very different than the live launch model. So that's one way that I make money, is my online course. Then I also have affiliate revenue. This is made up of anytime I review a product and I talk about it, and then I use Amazon affiliate links in the description below. You guys click on these links and I actually get the account or the amount, no matter what you add to your cart for 24 hours after you click my link, I get paid on that. So it's more than just the video that or the product that I'm recommending. I get paid beyond that as well. It's a very small percentage. It's like 3% or something like that. So that's one form of affiliate revenue. There's also other software that I recommend. Like, I'm a big fan of Adobe Premiere Pro. That's a very minimal payout. There's other things like TubeBuddy that I recommend for this channel, Descript, and I'm very particular about what I recommend because I want to ensure that I'm actually making your lives easier and doing the work for you to vet the process. I say no to a lot more products than I say yes to. So that is another one. Another way that the affiliate is made up of software. So it's Amazon affiliates, software, as well as different online courses that I recommend. Like you guys all know, I'm a big fan of Amy Porterfield in Digital Course Academy. So that is another revenue source that comes in as well. Now, the third way that I make money is through coaching. This is not something that I actively promote, but I do it and I love doing it as well. So if you would like to book a coaching session with me, I will link to that in the description description below. It's just not something that I actively promote because I am more focused on the passive income sources than the ones where I am active. But once again, this is a revenue source and it is fairly significant in my business, even though I don't promote it actively. The fourth way that I make money is through YouTube ads and other random things that come in as well. Like maybe I launched a human design mastermind group that brought in some money and different things like that. So there are some miscellaneous ways that money comes in. So those are the different buckets that I'm consistently thinking of. And I'm constantly thinking, okay, how do I use video to increase the amount that is coming in from all of these different buckets? And each one I would approach slightly differently. So let's talk about it. Each revenue stream really comes with its own lifestyle design, right? So if I wanted to go all in and promote a coaching business, that would look very different than me going all in and building a lot of affiliate revenue, which would be 100% passive. Now, I think online courses kind of falls a little bit in the middle to where it's not really 100% passive, especially because I show up for office hours and love working with you guys. It's like one of my favorite things to do. And it's not 100% like trading time for money because it is more of a group setting. And so it is scalable from that perspective. So I think that's the first thing to kind of call out, is that each different online revenue stream that you have is going to create a different lifestyle. So last year in 2020, I really had my blinders on and I was focused on specifically the online course revenue and getting that to the nth degree of making money with that. And the truth is, with the live launch model, it can be very exhausting and not everyone has the energy for it. So personally, as a projector in human design, for those of you that are familiar with that, I felt that the evergreen model of having the course on sale all the time would be a much better energy use for me, or better energy match, for example. And these other revenue streams, I'm also recognizing, wow, these are also really incredible sources as well that might want to be boosted. So with all that said, how am I thinking about video in today's business? And Sam just walked in the door, so now he's going to be listening to me behind the scenes filming the rest of this video. Welcome home.
Thank you. Now, for this video, we're going to give you 10 ways to have an amazing relationship and just enjoy the moment.
There you go.
Number 1.
Don't release a YouTube video tomorrow.
Exactly. Number 2. Always tell somebody how beautiful they are. You're beautiful.
You. All right, so quick recap. You know how I make money within this business. You know that I am big into lifestyle design and that I want to prioritize that above all else. And so with that, with all of that knowledge, how am I thinking about video moving forward and just approaching the online business in general as I navigate this decision? Because I think this is a place that a lot of entrepreneurs get to. They're looking at where am I going, and they can get stuck in trying to figure out what that next move is, and they end up kind of spinning their wheels. So I found myself doing this, and the evergreen model wasn't going exactly how I wanted it to go. And so instead of just continuing to spin my wheels on my own, I decided to do what I'm about to share with you in order to kind of get beyond that. So what I ended up doing is, whenever you have an email list, you've heard me talk about this quite a bit on this channel as well. If you have an email list, it is an amazing resource in today's market, like way more important than my YouTube following, than my Instagram following, anything like that. I way prioritize my email list. So I sent out an email to those that are on my email list, and it said, hey, I've been thinking about quitting lately, which was a little bit of a clickbaity title. I'm not actually going to quit, but the thoughts have been there in terms of the evergreen business model not working as well as I had anticipated compared to the live launch model. But I am dedicated to lifestyle design and wanted to figure out how to make it work compared to the live launch model. And so I wanted to hop on the phone with different people and kind of chat through where they were at in their business business to see, one, why my content wasn't resonating as much, and two, how to end up making more sales, and three, where are some new opportunities of different directions that I can go. So this is kind of the major takeaway at this stage of the video is if you are in that spinning wheels type place and you're trying to figure out which direction to go and you're seeing the different revenue abilities and deciding, making that decision, then the best thing that you can do is just to get on the phone with people. So within that email, I had a link for people to book a call with me. And within only a few hours of this email being sent out, I had 30 calls booked and I shut down my calendar because that's a lot of calls in a 2-week period. And each call was a 30-minute window and it was back to back. So I created a list of 10 questions, or I think it was 9 questions that I was going to ask everyone, and let go of any expectations and got on the phone with whoever it was and listened to what they had to say. And it was incredibly insightful. So once again, if you haven't done this in your business, highly recommend it. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been doing these calls, and this week I've really been analyzing the data from these calls before making a decision of what's next. And there's been a lot of insights. So here's how I am thinking about video at this stage within my business and how I might also talk to you about it as well. So when I first started this YouTube channel, I was very particular about the fact that everyone online is talking about YouTube and the YouTube video marketing, and it bothered me because there's all these different types of videos that people could be creating as well, like brand videos, testimonials, sales videos for their course and or different products that they have, or even onboarding videos, fulfillment videos. There's so many different types out there, and yet anytime you search video marketing online, it leads you to YouTube video marketing. So that drove me crazy at first, which is why I started the channel to kind of fill this gap. Well, getting on the phone with a lot of you, you have confirmed that that is the area that you would like to learn more of, and that area is still very much alive and well. Long form content is not dead. Everyone is focused on Reels and TikTok, and I really do think that it's more of a distraction, and this is a big statement, more of a distraction for your business than actually going to help your business. Now, quick disclaimer on that note, I will be diving into more creating Reels and TikTok and exploring that, but it is not a sustainable strategy compared to these other approaches for your business. It is more of you are a content creator that is consistently producing TikToks and Reels and being very active with your audience, compared to creating these other forms for your business that are more like sales funnel strategy that are going to work consistently for you, that you can, put paid traffic behind and kind of actually be the business owner that is delivering on your products and services instead of having to be the content creator, because I know a lot of you want that. So that's just kind of first high level perspective of how I'm thinking about it, what I'm seeing within the industry today in terms of video marketing. This category of videos still is very relevant. Then there's the fast social media type videos, which are valuable, but it can be distracting if you don't have these other things in place. And then there's YouTube, which I kind of think falls between the middle because YouTube is a sustainable strategy. I wake up every single morning so grateful for my YouTube channel. Like, this is amazing. So I think that if you have discounted YouTube as a business owner, I wouldn't do that just yet, especially if you are already running Google Ads to your business and you are using SEO on your website and different things like that. Adding YouTube to your strategy can further increase your SEO rankings and get you discovered by a cold audience. So it is still a very, very solid strategy. I don't want to discount it, but there are other ones as well out there. Lay of the land. We got the categories. Now where am I going to focus my efforts over the next several months in order to increase sales for my business? Let's talk about how I'm thinking about it. Because the truth is, I'm still not 100% clear, which is a lesson in and of itself. You don't have to be, you just have to take small steps in order to gain clarity on the next step that you need to take. So first and foremost, I want to start prioritizing brand videos above anything else. So I see brand videos, or the way that I define brand videos, it could be an overall video that promotes your brand. This could live on the homepage of your website. That is kind of the overview of who you are and the different services that you provide. It could also be used as a channel trailer on YouTube. And then in addition to that, you can have brand videos specifically for the individual services that you provide. For example, for me, I could have one that specifically pitches my main 3-part video series. It's like kind of a promo video for getting someone to register to watch that video series. The next one could actually be a brand video for the course itself. Another way to say brand video is a promo video, right? They're the same type of video. So a promo video specifically for the online course. I also have a mini offer that is coming very soon, which is very exciting, that I could create a brand video on that as well. Then once those have been created, right, those videos will very quickly get someone the information that they need to make a decision on those different various sales pages and opt-ins. So that's kind of like the top ranking that I'm seeing right now. Below that, testimonial videos. This is something that I have kind of fallen off on over the years. I used to be very adamant about getting testimonial videos, and I've fallen off. So reprioritizing those within the business, I think, are going to see a significant difference. Instead of, once again, focusing on like TikTok or Reels, which I'll be experimenting with in the background. It's just not going to be my major focus. Now, once all of those things are created, I do believe that some of those could be used for YouTube ads. They couldn't necessarily be used for Facebook ads because they're probably too long for the platform. And once again, I'm going really high level with this stuff. So if I'm talking too much, take it in and let it settle. You'll learn eventually. So for YouTube ads, they can be a little bit more highly produced. People actually watch them on YouTube while they're not going to watch them on Facebook or Instagram. Your iPhone is actually working really well for those kind of ads. So once those are created, starting to kind of run ads with some of those videos might be the next step. And then below that would be creating Facebook and Instagram ads that are more organic to the platform that would stop someone to get into one of those funnels, which now have been optimized to convert. Is this making sense? If it is, please be sure to click like, drop your comments below. I would love to hear how you're thinking about this for your own business as well. And once again, if you want to hop on a coaching call with me and chat about this specifically for your business and the strategy of where to focus your efforts, I'd absolutely love to do that. So feel free to book a session. So we got brand videos or promo videos, then we have testimonials, and then we have native ads for Facebook and Instagram. So from a priority standpoint, this is kind of where I'm looking to focus. Now, if you've seen my announcement video, you know that I am pregnant. I am currently 26 weeks pregnant and running towards the deadline of trying to get to maternity leave come the end of February. So in addition to these videos that I'm producing, I'm also producing weekly YouTube videos and trying to get the business ready and situated to where I could step away and it will continue to work in the background. That requires a lot of YouTube batch recording content so that I can have content to release during that period. So in order to be efficient about this and go about this in a way that won't break the bank or take up tons of your time, right? I will probably be using the brand videos or promo videos that I'm shooting for my website as YouTube content that I am releasing as well. So that kind of feeds two birds with one scone if we want to keep things positive. All right, so let's wrap this video here because it's gotten way too long and I want to keep this as short and sweet as possible. If this video was helpful for you, please be sure to click like. It really, really does help me out, and drop your comments below and share it out with a friend that is also using video in their strategy, because why not get the word out about how to do it more efficiently? And truly, if you are thinking about this for your business too, and you want someone else that gets it and has this knowledge of how to do these things from a DIY perspective or even a hiring perspective, I would very genuinely love to get on a coaching session with you. So even though I don't actively promote that, If you would like to do that, I would love to do that. So I will link to that in the description below and look forward to chatting with you and getting to know you further. And if you'd like to dive into more of my YouTube content, then I will link to several helpful videos on the screen here. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.